Thank you all so much for stopping by today. So today it is cloudy. Oh, thank God. It has been just hot. I mean, it's been really, really hot. And it's still hot, but at least we don't have the sun. And with that said, I have been dropping plants over here to the new home, and some of them are look like they about to check out. So I wanted to, at least before I got ready to go, try to plant up this planter that I have been working on probably for like the past few weeks. And the reason why they're about to go, y'all, is because where we're staying and where this house is, it's about an hour, a little over an hour. It depends on what way you go. It depends on the traffic of 75. So I was only able to get over here 2 times this week. And remember, I said the smaller the pot, the more you have to water. And so I couldn't get over here. It seems like we got a little bit of rain yesterday from me looking at the cement, but I don't think it was very much. So really quick, I am going to show you the planter that I spray painted. So the previous owners, they left this planter here. Oh, I hope these are raindrops. Oh gosh. And so I spray painted this one. I wasn't really concerned with the inside. Spray painted this one, and then we got one more over here that I'll probably eventually divide the heuchera and use that as a planter. But what Chris does not know is I will be using a little bit of his spot. So when he does drive in, he's going to see this planter planted up, and I think it'll be a great welcome. Now, will he think that? Maybe not, but I'm going to put it there for now, and it's probably going to stay there because once I fill it up with this soil and this compost, I'm probably not going to move it. So let me go ahead. I'm going to get this camera set up on the tripod. I'll show you what we're putting in there. Let me tell you this quick story real quick. So we don't have our major furniture and major things that we got packed up because they're still in storage, which includes the lawnmower. I think Chris did bring the weed eater, but this grass was getting high and I was like, we gonna have to do something. So he got someone out here to cut it, but in the midst of cutting it all, when he was weed eating, he weed eated some of my creeping Jenny. Do y'all see right here? But I know, I'm pretty sure it'll come back. So he weed eated some of the creeping Jenny, some of the blue plant. And I remember telling Chris when he was weed eating, before he got the guy to come over here, I was like, don't weed eat the mint because I am going to dig it up. Well, I know that it'll come back up because I do still see it right here, but he weed eated the mint, which is totally okay. So I'm going to go ahead, get the planter moved right here in the middle. I got my Pro Mix and I got some compost. So I'm going to put this right here in the middle and I'm going to get it planted up, so that even if it does start to rain, I'll get it watered very good too. But even if it does start to rain, it'll feel good to the plants. And then I'll give the plants that we have one more watering, before I get ready to get back on the road. The only thing we got left to do is like to move the beds and the things out the kitchen. So hopefully we'll be over here full time soon. But let me set this up and I'll tell you what all I'm going to plant in this planter, and hopefully it'll last for the rest of the summer, and then we'll change it out for the fall. normally I really don't pack my planters this tight, but this is going to carry me out throughout the summer. And so I just want to see some color, and I know that they may not grow to the full potential because they're going to be packed in there, but I think it will be very beautiful and full to begin with. So I just kind of played them around. You don't have to go by these rules, y'all, thriller, filler, spiller, but that's just something that I've been taught and I've always done. So my thriller is going to be this salvia. What I will tell you is that I love this plant. The pollinators love this plant, and it is so pretty and purple. So we're going to go ahead and put that kind of in the back. Then I have the vincas as the fillers, and then the calabricoa, the creeping Jenny, which I'm going to see how this does because it is part sun. But it's been doing okay to, where I had it, so it's not going to be too far off. And then also, I cannot pronounce this plant, y'all, so I'm just going to show it to you. But it's a really pretty color, and hopefully this and the purple salvia, but this will kind of spill over. So all I did was I put some of the Pro Mix potting soil. I really like that potting soil because with us being so hot and humid here, it really holds the moisture, but other people in other areas have told me that it holds too much of the moisture. So you just have to find the right balance for you. Then I put a little of the compost in there, the black cow compost. I haven't been making my own. I gotta start my worm factory up again once we get settled, because normally I'll take some worm castings and put in there, but I just got some of the black cow, a bag of compost, and then I'm going to put like a little layer of mulch on there to hold in the moisture. And again, I know that we'll be over here in the house really soon, but I just wanted to go ahead and get something planted up before I get all of my garden stuff, because that is going to be a task within itself, trying to get everything placed as to where I'm going to put it, because Chris has told me once again several times I'm going to stop asking him that I can't use this. And I didn't know, y'all, he said that this actually has an attic up in here. So anywho, maybe when the movers come and things get going, I'll just say, you know, sit it in there and I'll move it later, but we'll see. So let me go ahead and get this planted up, then I'll show you the end on how everything looks. And this is going to be the very first planter that we've planted up at the new property. So let's go ahead, get everything planted, and hopefully as we get in here, I can come out and start mapping out and planning where these other plants that I have picked up, or they kind of jumped in the car with me, but we'll find somewhere to put them, and I'll keep you all posted. Okay, so I wanted to stop real quick because I eliminated the blue plant. Probably one reason because I kept breaking the stems, but it just wasn't cooperating right for me in this planter. So we just took that out. So we just have the vincas, the calabricoa, and we have the creeping Jenny that I hope does okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all of this watered in and put the layer of mulch on there, and then I'll show you what it looks like in the end. Side note, I promised myself this time what I'm not going to do is keep collecting the planters. Like, I got enough. So I'm going to actually take those right back to the big box stores, and because the ones that I've visited in the back, they have where you can just drop off like the old pots, where I guess they just like recycle them. But I'm not going to start stockpiling that again, because I had so many that I ended up like hauling off to the big box stores when we got ready to move. So I'm going to sweep this up real quick, water this in, put the mulch on there, and we're going to watch it grow because it's going to be so pretty. I already love it. I love the color, and I love the color contrast with the leaves. The vinca, I'm just hoping doesn't outpass the salvia, but the salvia is a perennial, and the creeping Jenny is one as well, which means they'll come back year after year. Now the vinca and the calibrachoa, once it gets cold, then they probably I'll pull them out and maybe put some fall plants in here and just switch it up a bit. But let me go ahead and get all of this done because I felt a few drops of rain and now the sun has come back out. So I want to go ahead and get everything watered and take those pots back to the store. Okay, so we got our mulch in, all watered down good again. This is like a cypress mulch blend, I want to say. And I've used this for my pathways in our old garden. And actually, I was looking for the coconut core mulch, didn't see it. It's totally okay because I know I got some that is coming for my containers. But I went ahead, mulched this really good to help conserve the moisture because it's pretty hot. Then we watered this in good again. So make sure that you hit the subscribe button because I will take you along as this planter starts to grow. My hopes is that the creeping Jenny will go ahead and trail on the sides. The calibrachoa will start trailing down. The salvia will be very beautiful up, and then the vinca, kind of like the filler, it'll go up as well. And I think it'll fill in that space where I took out the blue plant. I'll find somewhere else to put that. It just was not doing what I wanted to do. So as always, thank you all so much for watching this video. Make sure you share this video with your family and your friends. And if you're not a subscriber, go ahead, hit the subscribe bell, and make sure you tap the notification so that you can receive notification each and every time we upload a new video. Again, thank you all so much for watching. And until the next video, bye-bye.